All right, enough. You worry. Oh Lord, when are you going to do this for me? When are you going to do this for me? Come on, you have prayed. Right from the first day you have prayed, God have already sent an answer. But don't be so carried away with the things that you are looking for, the things that you desire, that you forget the great desire of all, which is to fulfill God's purpose for your life. Are you fulfilling God's purpose for your life? Or you are too busy praying for that things that will satisfy your flesh, that will satisfy your pleasure? Think about it. You know, it's not difficult for God to do it, but you have to remember Mathew 6 verse 33, that it says, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and every other thing will be added unto you. But if your utmost treasure, your utmost desire is to be married or to have a house or to be done your career, but your ultimate desire is supposed to be for you to be able to make it to heaven, for you to seek his kingdom, that which brings pleasure to God. Remember, we are made for his pleasure. We are made to worship him. He has sent us out there with a great commission, which is to share the gospel. You go to work, you go to school, you do all these things, but you refuse to talk to someone about Jesus Christ. They are in darkness. How would you allow someone that you talk to every day to stay in darkness? Don't you know that those that have not given their life to Christ, those that are not saved, they are being ruled by the rulers of darkness, as described in Ephesians 6 verse 12? Because when there is no light, there is darkness. And the only way they can get light is by accepting Jesus Christ. So if you know people that are not yet saved, and you go around, hi, good morning, and yet you have not introduced Christ to them, that means you don't love them. Because someone that you love, you won't allow them to be walking in darkness. It's just, for instance, you are in a desert and there is no light, and you have a torchlight, you have a pen light, let's say, and there's someone that you know that needs that light for them to see their way, but you refuse. You kept that light to yourself. You chose not to share that light to somebody else. Excuse me? Is that love? After all, Jesus told us that the greatest commandment is to love God and also to love our neighbors. Those that you love, you tell them the truth. They must know the truth, and the truth will make them free. Are you sharing the truth to your neighbors? Are you sharing the truth to your friends that have not yet known Christ? Or are you allowing the rulers of darkness to rule over their lives? You will hear in the news, a young boy went to go and shot somebody without even knowing it. Of course, if there is no Christ in them, of course the devil will rule over them. And they do something they don't even know what they are doing, because the devil is dominating their thoughts, dominating their mind, telling them what to do. But you are there, you know the truth, and yet you refuse to share the truth. You are too busy crying out to God, Lord bless me, Lord bless me, Lord open the floodgate of heaven. Don't get me wrong, that's okay, but put God's desire first. Remember, we are not of this world, we are just in this world. Read John 17, it will tell you. John 17, chapter John 17. Colossians 1 verse 13, it tells us that God has brought us out of darkness. We are to be of the light. We do not belong to darkness. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 5, he said that we are children of light, we are children of day. Only to those that have given their life to Jesus. Come to think of it, have you given your life to Jesus? How was your salvation experience? Do you remember it? Do you remember your salvation experience? Well, if you have given your life to Jesus, you will remember. You will remember that day that you took that step of faith and confessed Jesus as your Lord and Savior. You call yourself saved, but yet people can't see the light in you. Hello, I'm not judging here. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. But one thing I want you to keep in mind, Matthew 24 verse 14